Before we go in, the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to be using the iron or heat press or whatever to try to adhere our stencil to the mat. So if you have an iron or a heat press, go ahead and plug that in so that it can start to get warm. If you're using an iron, we don't want any water. We don't want any water in the iron. Yeah, whatever the highest is with no steam. If you do not have the iron or the heat press, then what you can do is if you have the tape, you can tape it down as best you can. We're using outdoor acrylic paint. As blurry as that is, I'm gonna still try to hold it up. We're using outdoor acrylic paint. Everybody should have 2 bottles of outdoor acrylic paint. Depending on the size of your design, it could take both bottles. So I just wanted to make sure you all had enough of this paint. The little white bottle that you all got, I had to order some more. that is a Mod Podge, but it's this outdoor Mod Podge with a green label. So we're actually not going to be able to use this today. I sent it to you all because after your mat is completely dry, you can go over it with this Mod Podge to kind of seal it. Okay, but this is after your mat is dry. So I sent this to you. This will be a homework assignment. Then if you are a crafter and you have clear acrylic sealer, that's actually easier. You can use that. I could not mail that. Also, it didn't fit in our $12 craft supply budget, so that's why I got this for everybody. But you can spray it if you have that clear acrylic spray, and you don't have to use this then. This stuff is thick, so I do suggest that you're probably gonna have to save your brush, use your brush to dip it into that bottle, because this stuff is thick. And then you have your stencil and you have a brush. With the stencil inside, unless I mailed it to you, so let me back up. Ebony, Linda, Shauna, and Carlin, if y'all are watching this recording. I attempted to tape your pieces onto your stencil, so good luck with that. Let me know if you have any issues. For you, Linda, when you unroll yours carefully, everything should be taped still, hopefully. Okay. For everybody else, because the tape, it wasn't my friend, look inside of your roll and there should be a plastic bag. Not inside the center, please check inside of that, the white bag that the whole kit came in. You can go ahead and carefully unroll your stencil. And I still say to carefully do it, even if you don't have the pieces taped, only because some of the cuts are thinner than others. Okay, so with freezer paper, there's 2 sides. There's the shiny side and then there's the like more matte side. The shiny side is what, it has like a wax kind of a coating on it. So when you apply heat, it actually sticks to fabric and stuff. You're going to put your stencil onto the mat so that you want to be able to read your text. So the shiny side should be face down.
Okay, Mom, so let's look at it. Put the number side down. So
the shiny side should be face down, and you should be able to actually read the words.
See what you said, the shiny side on this. So we had it right, we just had the paper on top of it. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, it's sticking.
So literally, you're pressing this down. I'm using an iron, no. And I would hold it down and just move it and just keep moving it around. Watch the insides of your letters. We're not adding those pieces out the bag yet. We're just Unfortunately, we lost some of the footage. So at this point, I just wanted to remind you all, please don't forget to go ahead and insert the inner pieces of your letters and then iron them down so that they are stuck as well. So if you're still ironing, that's okay. You keep doing what you're doing. For the people that are ready to move on, we're going to hold our paintbrush straight up and down. Dip it into the paint, and then you're going to literally push. You want to push it down straight up and down into the bristles. What you don't want to do is you don't want to go at an angle. Like we just want to go straight up and down. So let me open my paint
And we're using this, correct?
We're using the black paint. Yes, the black paint. The black. Yeah, everybody only has black. So okay. I'm actually going to squeeze a little bit onto my freezer paper right above my letter. And then I'm taking
first, Sherry.
Say that again?
Should we shake it first or no?
Oh, your paint? Yeah. Yeah, you can. And I'm literally just going straight up and down with my brush. Straight up and down. And you want it to actually, you want to penetrate the bristles, not the bristles, what do you call it? The rods, you know, these strands, right? These that stand up. So we actually want to penetrate those. So keep your brush straight up and down. I did, but I just wanted to show them because I'm behind. Oh, man. And literally, y'all, we do this, and then every video that I watched on this, they put on a second coat to make sure that it was, you know, dark. So that's why it takes so much paint. And we're trying to get as much paint down into the bristles of this carpet as possible. So just stick straight up and down, and you should be good. So now I'm going to go ahead and speed up the video because I actually have to play catch up. I still have to put the inner parts into my letters as well as iron it down. I just wanted to show you how to do the painting technique so that you could go ahead and get started. So now I'm ironing, and then I'll hit it with some paint, and I'll catch you a little later. So one thing you'll notice here is that I started squirting the paint in the letters because I found that to be a little bit more efficient. If you're finished, you can go ahead and peel it off. You want to peel it off while it's wet, so you don't want it to dry and then it might get stuck. The paper might get stuck if the paint dries. So just peel it off very slowly. And then after you peel it off, you're going to get some paint on your hands probably because you have to remove those center pieces.
Linda, did she answer your second question?
What was the second question?
She said, let first coat of paint dry before adding a second.
No, you don't have to do that.
She said, okay.
Yeah, you can just,
Oh my goodness.
I'm use the second on mine and your other one.
If you don't do any
The second coat in that other one.
No, but we just have a monthly craft group, and so we're just doing it with them right now.
Okay.
But this is not something we normally do.
My air conditioner real small. Put it in the window.
Can y'all
just lift it up. Just put it in.
Somebody finished theirs, so they're taking theirs off.
I'm talking for you to get out of here.
Okay. Oh, look at that. That's who. Oh, somebody got white paint on that welcome. Who's that being fancy? Sherry. Oh, look at
Cheryl, I know that Cheryl.
Give me a brush. Don't put the brush on the mat.
that. Looks nice.
I like that. Is that Miss Cheryl that says welcome?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that. That's
You see
my real nice.
Oh, there it is, Mom.
Oh, that's nice.
Looks like a speaker view.
Nope, you can throw that freezer paper away.
But that's nice.
Yeah, that's real
nice.
nice.
They always get big.
Yay! I love it when it actually works, y'all.
That came out nice. I can't wait to see ours.